Hi everyone. So today we're going to discuss about bank statement and auto reconciliation functionality in Oracle Fusion Cloud Cache Management. So here I capture the prerequisites or what are the configurations are required in order to perform this activity. And then we can perform one business use case. We can create one receipt and we'll create another bank statement line. Ideally, the bank statements will be importing from the bank on daily basis. But demo purpose, I will show you that how to create a bank statement lines and then how to run the auto reconciliation to reconcile the cash receipts and then bank statement lines. So this is the topic today. So let's get into the steps. What other things are required? First, we need to identify which is the bank account we are going to do auto reconciliation. Ideally, the clients may have the 10 or 15 bank accounts, the respective different kind of requirements. But in that, we need to identify, our business can identify which bank is going to be using auto reconciliation on daily basis. That is the main thing. And transaction creation rules and reconciliation matching rules and reconciliation rule set. So these are the three different individual configurations which you need to complete it. And then first two configurations we need to match with, to say assign to reconciliation rule set. Okay. So once we assign this reconciliation rule set, so next step is that need to call out our bank account and then assign this reconciliation rule set in the bank account, the specific bank account where we are going to use for auto reconciliation purpose. That is the main setup which we need to perform it. Okay, so I will show you that how to create transaction rules and matching rules and reconciliation rule sets. Let's get into application. So already I performed some of the test cases from my side. And once you log into application, go to, yeah. So go to setup and maintenance, functional area as a financials, go to cash management, and here you can choose all tasks. Scroll down a little bit down. Here you can notice matching rule set and a transaction creation rule set. And manage bank statement reconciliation rule set. So these are the three topics I told you. So here, if you go look at transaction creation rule set, so which already I created here, if you see. So here I created one of the rule saying that identify the statement as type as a fee and transaction code is 661. So when we import a statement, right, this is how this will be easy for us to identify the transaction creation rules. And similarly, if you go matching rule set, this is another very important, significant kind of configuration which we need to choose very carefully while creating, which already created here. CL reconciliation matching rule set. So this page can give them a lot of flexibility to select different uh, attributes, or I would say in other functions. If you see the right hand side transaction source, which are the things we are going to do the reconciliation. Here, Oracle has given the seeded things, payables and receivables, payroll, external and journals. So if you want to reconcile the journal transactions also, to say journal entries also for the specific accounts, then we can enable this checkbox. And external also, the like bank charges and extra and other things like that. And these things are comes under the your subledger models, payables and receivables and payrolls. Okay, once you select this particular bank account, are going to use which transaction source. Okay, and matching type. So this is the very key role will play, which is matching type. We have different kind of types that we have. many to many, many to one, one to many, one to one, likewise. So ideally, clients may use one to one only as per their needs, but we can choose any of the different ones also as per their requirement. But for our demo purpose, I selected one to one. And here you can see matching criteria. Here matching criteria also you can choose that which one you want to use. Either you can go by uh, date wise or like reconciliation reference wise and transaction type, and likewise you can choose any of the one here. I chosen as amount. Okay, once you identify these all the configurations part, just save and close it. Done. So now reconciliation rule set. As I said, this is the more important rule which I already created here. Just click on that. See here, just select the rule and then click on edit tab to see the what I given over there. Here you can sequence and matching rule set, which we created the previous step, and a matching type, which we are given as a one-on-one, right, one-to-one, right? And tolerance rules also I given over here. Once we assign these two configurations to this particular reconciliation rule set, that is a final step here. Save and close. Go to bank accounts. So here, as I mentioned, just call out the bank account, which bank account we are going to use for auto reconciliation purpose. In this case, buffer 2869, yeah, 2869. Here you can notice that under control tab, once you see the screen, under that we can see there are 4 sub tabs are available: general, controls, security, business unit. So under controls, we can see right hand side automatic reconciliation rule set. This is nothing but as a what we configured reconciliation rule set. Okay, here we can choose that the specific rule what we created the previous step. And also you can give reconciliation start date as well as from when onwards we are going to use this reconciliation purpose, and as well general reconciliation start date also. So this is the major setup which we need to configure before run the auto reconciliation program. Once you done this all of them, just go over take the just go back. As I mentioned, business use case is that create one receipt. We'll create one receipt. Task panel, click on create receipt, select business unit, select business. After that, select receipt method, provide receipt number as RE1004. The amount is that just testing purpose I'm giving $5,000. And customer, I can give any of the customer here. ABC customer, which is already available. ABC application software. Let's take it out. Choose the site. Click on submit, or if you want to apply the any of the open transaction against this receipt, yes, you can go ahead and apply it, but it's not required now. Just click on submit. So I created this receipt number, right? Just take it out receipt number. And then go back to cash management. Go to cash management, navigator, come down, cash management, under that bank statement and reconciliations. Just click on that. The right hand side, you can see the task panel. Click on create bank statement, because as a use case, we need to create a bank statement lines for reconciliation purpose. Ideally, this could be done by directly, like, where we can import daily the bank statement from the banks. Okay, and here you can go create lines, select the bank account, which bank account we are going to use for it, buffer, and period start date, today's date, and period end date is same, statement ID, ST, hyphen. I can give this fashion, already given the some other fashion, right? 03, or I will say 16 03 2024. Okay, and then here you can see two tabs. One is that balance, and then second is lines. If you want to keep any balance or as open balance and closing balance, that also you can keep it, but now it is not needed. Just you can click on statement lines. You can notice here plus symbol. Just click on plus icon. Booking date is line number 1, and the booking date is today's date, and the validation date, value date is today. And here you can notice that reconciliation reference. Just you can give this receipt number, what we created over there, right? So this is what you can get. And the reconciliation status showing as a unreconciled. Okay. Transaction code, select as any of the one. Indicator is a debit or credit. Always is a credit, like we are creating here. And 5,000 is the receipt value. I mean, it's a bank statement line value now. Once we given all this required information, just save OK. And then click on save and close. Done. So now what we perform, we created one receipt in the receivable model, and I created one bank statement line. Again, it's like the transaction watch, which we created receipt is done. So next, run auto reconciliation. So how do you run the auto reconciliation? So before that, I want to show you one thing to identify the transactions are available in the application or not. For that, just click on manual reconciliation. Here you can notice two tabs. One is unreconciled and reconciled, bank statement lines and system transactions, and bank statement lines, system transactions. So now I will go by the first option where I can see the both the transaction at one shot at a time, right? Just select the bank account and click on, yeah, I didn't give the date format. I think I supposed to, okay, fine. Now we can see. In the left-hand side, you can see what we created the bank statement lines. On the right-hand side, we can see the system transactions, which we created a subledger under the subledgers, the receivables receipt, right? This is what. So always this should match. Based on the matching rule set, right? We have given one-on-one. So in this case, we can give, select the bank statement line and select the system transactions also here. The down you can see reconcile tab got enabled as a reconcile. If you go and click on reconcile now, this transactions too will get reconciled, right? So this is how we can cross check and you can run the auto reconciliation also. Just uncheck it here because we want to do auto reconcile for these lines. So click on done. Go to task panel. Click on submit auto reconciliation. This is the ESH job. Select bank account. Buffer. 2869 and the statement ID what we created. We created as ST. Here I can notice it. ST is not available. Then click on search. You can get it. Just click ST. Here I notice that 16/03/2024. This is the what I created a bank statement line. So remaining things is optional fields, which is not needed to provide anything. If you want to, you can give specific also. That's fine. And click on submit. This is the process ID which you can take. Okay, just scroll down. Process monitor. Just click on refresh. Now we can see the your auto reconcile bank statements. It got triggered here, and I can see the view log also. as the status is completed. Okay, you can notice this also. And done. And now, so here notice that bank statement reconciliation. Under that, incomplete and complete. Some let's say example, some transactions are, I would say, some bank statement lines are not reconciled when you run the auto reconciliation. Those things will be captured under the incomplete transactions. You can notice here that which I run one thing, it got exception due to some XYZ reason. Okay, and now which we run it, so that's supposed to be completed. Just click on complete tab and notice here the first one, it is hours. Just click on it. Yes, you can notice here now. So transaction code what we taken the bank lines that is populating over here. And this is the one which I given, right? Reconciliation reference. It will be easy for us to understand based on the reference also. This is belongs to which transaction. You notice here, reconciliation status as reconciled, and this is the amount. The top you can see the header level, reconciliation status completed, right? Entry type is manual. When you import a bank statement, it will show as entry type is imported. That's how we can notice it. Yeah, this is how we can do the auto reconciliation of the bank statement. Recap, I mean, this is conclusion of this discussion. First, we need to identify the bank account, which bank account we are going to use for the reconciliation purpose, and then create this all the required configurations, and then we can perform the auto reconciliation process. Okay. And other thing I want to call out here. If you want to schedule these jobs, how to do this? Just select the bank account. Ideally, clients will be running by these jobs through automatically. I mean, this is schedule processes, so that we should aware of how to schedule these jobs as well as. So set the bank account, and then here if you look at advanced tab, click on advanced tab, and here you can notice that schedule. Click on using a schedule. Here you can see frequencies. We have multiple options like frequencies of once, hourly basis, daily basis, weekly, monthly, yearly, everything like that. So you can see daily. Specifically, you can call out any specific time we want to run this auto reconciliation program after we imported bank statements. Okay, so we can keep that based on the business need. Either it could be over the night, it will be running, or maybe after ideally what will be happening. Bank statement will be importing on every day next day morning, either 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. CST time zone, and then auto reconciliation program will trigger every day 7 o'clock. That's so the clients will be looking for. So in this case, we can keep that time zone. Let's say example tomorrow's date. Select and time. Time is 5 o'clock a.m. is a central time zone. Select it, and then keep end date is example. How many years or how many months you want to run this job? Ideally, 5 years we can keep it, but here just demo purpose I can keep next weekend, the same time zone a.m. Okay, once you select the time zone, just click on manage times. It will give the how many runs it will triggered. See here, it is showing as a how many times the scheduled times scheduled out. Okay, and then you can notice here what is the frequency daily, every 1 day, and the start date and end date. Okay, this is how we can schedule the jobs. Once you given this time frame and everything, just click on notifications. So what will we be doing by using notifications? notifications, you can use it when the program got warning, ending with warning, or like, error message, something like that. Then it's supposed to be notified to the client and then team also, right? Then we need to provide that here. Email address, you can choose the which email address has to be notified when the program got warning message or error message. Just select the error status, this two. Okay, just say okay and then provide the email ID. Once you provide this email ID, the specific email ID we receive the daily basis when the program got ending with the error or warning or warning and error, right? That's how we can schedule these jobs. Just say okay and submit it. Once you submit it, then automatically the system will take a place to trigger this job based on the schedule time zone. Yeah. So that's all about how to do the bank reconciliation. I mean to say auto reconciliation. Yeah. Thanks for watching my video. Please do subscribe, like, and share it with friends. Yeah. Thank you once again.